Well, all eyes now on the Prime Minister, who's about to reach the Shashwamedh Ghat, where he will be taking a holy dip, seeking blessings of Ma Ganga. And like I said, today is an auspicious day. Today is Ganga Saptami, the day when Ganga reincarnated as river and came down here on earth to bless the people, to purify them. So the Prime Minister will conduct puja and seek blessings of Ma Ganga. He'll go to the Kal Bhairav temple as well. And then the Prime Minister will head towards the DM office, from where we are reporting. You can see massive deployment now. It's only increasing by the hour. Movement has been restricted, barricades put up. This is where the Prime Minister will file his nomination. We've also accessed the list of proposers, which in fact is a representation of people of all communities. Special emphasis, focus on the OBC Samaj and the Dalit Samaj, proposers of which are going to be accompanying the Prime Minister. Then there's this mega show of strength as well. Meeting of top NDA leaders. Chief Ministers of 12 states are going to be present in Varanasi. And union ministers like Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh would accompany the Prime Minister when he's filing the nomination. Yesterday, the Prime Minister took out a massive road show, 5-kilometer long road show. And what we saw there was a glimpse of mini India, a glimpse of the cultures of our country, coming together of the communities to show their love and support for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who's seeking his third term from Varanasi as a Sansad, as their MP, and also as the Prime Minister of the country. So that's the kind of love and support and the unique relationship that he has with people of Varanasi and Ma Ganga. Now we have Pragya and Mohit with us on the broadcast. We also are joined by Jay Mrug and Mr. Rajgopalan, our guests. Before we go across to them, let's take live updates from our reporters. Mohit, we've accessed the list of proposers. It gives you a sense of how this, in fact, is a representation for all. It's another message of Sabka Saath that is coming in by the inclusion of the OBC community, the Dalit community as well. That definitely is a message that the Prime Minister is trying to set.
Well, yes, in fact, we know for a fact that the Prime Minister, Swati, always talks about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas and Sabka Vishwas. Prime Minister has been saying this. Every community is one for him, and his focus is on for development for everybody. And that is also seen in the list of proposals that have been accessed by Times Now. It talks about Pandit Ganeshwar Shastri. He is from the Brahmin community. Now Bajnath Patel, he is from OBC community, and he has been associated with the RSS for a long time. Lal Chand Kushwaha, who is again from the OBC community, and Sanjay Sonkar, who is from the Dalit community. So the representation from all the communities is being seen at the nomination of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and this is what Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas is all about. While we have seen the opposition parties, they have been attacking the government, saying that when it comes to government job, when it comes to the representation in government, this particular government has not given adequate representation to SC, ST and OBCs, and this is also seen as a political point by the BJP and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. When we see that someone from Brahmin community, OBC community and Dalit community are there in the proposals list, it clearly gives out the message of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, and how all the communities are being taken care by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So Swati, in 2 hours from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi at around 11:40 a.m., which is the time which coincides with the Abhijit Murat and Anand Yog, and at that particular time, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be filing his nomination. And given the fact that how Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the tallest leader of BJP-led NDA, all the NDA leaders will be accompanying Prime Minister Narendra Modi in this particular nomination filing. And then we are also expecting a meeting to take place between NDA leaders and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So clearly it will be an action-packed day for the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And as we know, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is always in the election mood. And just after filing his nomination, he'll have a meeting with the workers at Varanasi, and just after that he will be leaving for Jharkhand, where he will be addressing 2 public rallies. So business as usual for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He has come to Varanasi, he has offered his prayer at Kashi Vishwanath, he will be going to Kal Bhairav, and after that he will be going to Jharkhand for political rallies. Back to you.
Right, Mohit, stay on with us. Preparations underway at the Shashwamedh Ghat, where the Prime Minister is going to arrive shortly, and Pragya is taking us through the updates. So the Prime Minister will be at the Shashwamedh Ghat anytime now. He'll be performing puja and seeking blessings of Lord Ganga, and then he'll take a cruise and move towards Namo Ghat. Yes, Pragya, over to you.
Swati, as you can see behind me, there are carpets that have been laid here for sitting of all the priests and also Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The priests have again come, and the adjustment of the table where Prime Minister will be having these rituals and shlok uchchar, doing the puja and prayer of goddess Ganga. That has been, I think they have started the final preparation for that. Not just that, there is also NDRF team, those who are the divers in the NDRF also, they are also here. We are also expecting that Prime Minister would be greeting some of the boatmen as well. And Nishad community is very insignificant in not just Varanasi but also in adjoining seats like Ghazipur and Balia, etc. So also the significance of that. But when Prime Minister comes here, the rituals and the prayers, preparations that are undertaking place right now, this has been given final touches by all the security arrangement people and also the protocol officers. SPG has cordoned off all the area. In fact, we were in fact told to move our cameras as the VIP cannot be in direct sight of the cameras. But we are a distance away from Prime Minister, but we'll give you the live visuals when Prime Minister come. If he takes a holy dip, what are the rituals that he'll perform. Today is also Ganga Saptami, one of the very auspicious day, and this is the day that Prime Minister has chosen to file his nomination. He always mentioned Ma Ganga in his in interviews whenever he said that this is the reason why I think Ma Ganga chose me for Varanasi and not vice versa. And this is a very sensitive and emotional movement for Prime Minister, as well as he is saying after my mother, now it seems like goddess Ganga has adopted him. So this is the sentiment that Prime Minister is echoing across all those regions that are connected by Ganga as well. So there's a larger message in what PM has saying, apart from what he also feels, and people of Kashi also feels that this is the same sentiment that is echoed by Prime Minister, and everyone accept that message as transpired by the Prime Minister. But if you could just see the MV Swami Vivekananda WB 1766 boat cruise is ready. From here, Prime Minister is likely to go to Namoghat, is what we have been told. Prime Minister will be taking cruise. Prime Minister has been advocating spiritual tourism a lot, and he's saying that the local economy, if you boost that, you don't need anyone else to support your economy, and this is the model of self-reliance. Atmanirbharta yehi hai. Prime Minister has been time and again focusing on that, and this is also Prime Minister.
In fact, Pragya, let's quickly have a word from our guest, because once the Prime Minister arrives, then the entire conversation would be about the Prime Minister performing the rituals and the activities that take place there at the Dashashwamedh Ghat. I'm going to take very quick reactions from our guest. Jemrug, in 2014, around 55%, that was the vote share. In 2019, for the Prime Minister, it rose to 63%. Now the conversation is that it's only about the victory margin, and the victory margin is important because everything else is set. That's what people here talk. Can you help us understand the demography and why this victory margin has become so important?